Okay, everybody ready? Get close. Well, I thought today, I thought we got better today. You know, we didn't finish. You know, when that game got in the fourth quarter, you're down 2 scores, and you really got to find out what's in your tank, find out what's in your heart, and they fought well. Our boys, our coaches, everybody. They fought well, got us a score, a stop, another score, a stop. You know, a chance to, with plenty of time for the offense to finish the game, or at least take the lead. And then, of course, our defense had a chance to stop them one last time, to put it into overtime. So, did we get better? Yes, we got better. Did we fight valiantly? Yes, I think we did. Did we finish? No. We've got to get better at that. But I think a week ago I know I've said it with the staff, I may not have said it publicly, but I really feel like this is a team that will get better and better as we go. And like I told the guys, you know, when we reach that peak, you know, I wanted these games to be very meaningful. And so right now it's hard to say if they will or not. I mean, they're all meaningful, and I'm talking in regard to our goal of the Eastern Division Championship. You know, but as of right now, you know, our focus needs to be on trying to win a conference game and, you know, trying to beat Mississippi State. But, you know, I thought that certainly we'll look at the film and say that we should have done this or could have done that. But, you know, it's tough to win a game against a quality opponent, and to you know, fight the way we did after getting behind. I was very impressed with them, and I was proud of them. And I told them, you know, when we watched the film, you know, if there's a mistake here and there, you know, I could live with those things a lot better than I could live with a team that doesn't have the heart to fight back, and they showed that. So I was proud of them in that regard, and we're going to stick together, and we're going to fight, and we're going to get better, and we're going to win as we go. So I'll let y'all ask anything you want. We'll go from there.
What got them going in the fourth? I mean, it seemed like a malaise over the squad for a while, and then the fourth quarter just happened.
Well, I don't even remember what play was made to kind of get us going, or if it was a play or you know, one particular play or not. But we just started to make some plays. We started to have some success, and then when we did score, defense, you know, caught a little fire and got a stop and scored again. And you know, all of a sudden there's a tie ball game, a good bit of clock, 3 timeouts. Defense stops them again, get the ball back in great position, and they were just not able to finish it off. But I don't know. I just think they weren't willing to give in, and that's a sign of a team that's got something to it. So that was the most encouraging part of the day.
Mark, talk all week about cutting Aaron loose. Do you think you were able to do that today? How you think you responded?
Well, you know, I might have said that one time. Our goal was to continue to allow him to grow, basically, and not treat him with as much kid gloves. You know, again, our goal wasn't to throw it 50 times a game or anything like that, but we wanted to just feel like we could just run our system, do what we feel like was best, regardless of whether our quarterback was a freshman or a junior or whatever it might be. So, but I think he did well. I think he did well. The interception, I mean, that was a ball that just flat out got away from him. I mean, it was kind of a deep slant or a short post, whatever you want to call it, off of play action. We actually came to that very same play a little bit later on. He threw it right in the heart of Israel Shrew, I think, the one he completed. But the ball just got loose and sailed on them. They got the pick right away. But and even that was not a bad decision. It just an unfortunate thing that happened to him. But I thought he played well. I mean, he you know, he's got heart now. I mean, he made some plays, and he got jacked up, here and there. He got knocked around and kept getting up and didn't lose his poise or composure, in my opinion. Even that last play, we'll probably look at that film and say, how close was that to catching that thing? It took him, took a guy with a lot of, football sense to buy the time and enough ability to sling it out to that far. I think he must have traveled 70 yards or close to it, and actually got it in the end zone and gave us a chance. Gave us a chance, So he'll fight to the finish. That's a good thing.
Are the defensive breakdowns on some of those big plays, the pass plays you talked about?
Yeah, well, the first touchdown was just third very, very short, and that's a situation around midfield where, that's a perfect time to do what they did, because 4th and inches, you probably can go for it anyway and probably make it. And we were very undisciplined with our eyes. There's not a very tough assignment, but when you watch the backfield and the action by the quarterback and all that kind of thing, then you could fall asleep. Just like we ran on our 4th down situation when we scored on the goal line. That defensive player on the edge, his job was to stop the QB from running that naked, and he took a pretty high angle off the snap, and I'm thinking he's got this thing. But the fake was good enough to where he froze just a moment, and boom, that's all it takes is to freeze it just for 1 second, and now all of a sudden you've lost contain or lost the ability to cover a guy. But that was one, and there's others that I can't sit here right now and be able to say that I know exactly what happened every time there was a big play, but I know that we had some safeties out of position at times. I do know that, but it takes everybody.
Can you talk about your other 4th down decision? I think it was 5:02 going second quarter.
Yeah, well,
29.
it was relatively late in the second quarter, and I think were they up
14-7.
14-7, and it looked like it was going to be one of those games where if we don't keep the drive going, then they may score. I didn't want them to go up 2 scores, and it was pretty short. I mean, it wasn't like a yard and a half or anything like that. It was very short. It was a matter of inches, and so I'm sitting there saying, can we get 12 inches or whatever the heck it is? And if we can't, maybe we don't deserve to win the game anyway. So let's get it and hopefully continue the drive and score. And if we don't score, we can at least use more clock and change the field position, because we were relatively deep back there, and I didn't want to give them the ball again with momentum and a shorter field. So the goal was to, at worst, chew more clock and force them to go deep, force them to go a longer distance. And as it turned out, they did get in field goal position and kick it. And so that decision could have saved us 4 points. If they had more time, maybe they'd put it in the end zone. I don't know, but
can you remember ever going for it on your own 29? That far?
Well,
that much time spent?
Well, I don't know if it was year 2, 2002. I remember something similar.
Clemson.
Playing Clemson, and it was 4th and very short. And if we got the first down, the game was over. If we didn't get the first down, they still would have had to score. We were up by 3, I think, and they still could have kicked the field goal and tied it. It was relatively risky, but it was less than a yard also. And I had a play in mind that I really believed in, and then I wasn't very smart I think either, or just start out. No, I thought it was a good risk then, and this one. I just believe we're going to make it. And if we didn't, I'm like, if we don't make this, maybe we don't deserve to even be, playing with these boys. So I'm glad we made it.
Mark, you got a lot of pressure on Mallett toward the end of the game, and he still stood in there and made great throws.
Yeah.
He looked like an All-American,
Well, he is an All-American. He's a great player. He's a great player. I mean, I've talked to a few NFL people.